Hey, look at everybody here. We start even a few more minutes early.
I know, we tried.
And look what happens.
We couldn't beat everybody.
More people. We could not beat everybody here. Kaya, thank you for the 2 gifted subs to Cue Ball and Curvy's both getting a sub. That is super, super nice and generous. Appreciate you. LG, good to see you. It's been a while. Good to see you. Hopefully everything is going well. Starting down with the soon-ish. True.
Of course.
We went even
calling
a little
us
earlier.
out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Mill, good to see you as well. Hey, good to see everybody here. I am very excited about this evening. We've got some wonderful things in store for all of you on the About Beverages podcast that we do most Thursday evenings. Right around this time. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And we are surprisingly About Beverages.
That's us right there.
That's us right there. Yeah, exactly. Right here in this general vicinity. Speaking of cue balls, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Looks
there
like
it
a
is.
cue ball a little bit. That's right.
Yeah,
Cue ball.
thought so.
About Beverages corner pocket. And I completely did plan on the shirt I am currently wearing right now.
Planned on, of course.
I planned on wearing the shirt for what we were doing, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. Recently bought an Assassin's Creed rum. You've talked about it. I think there's like 3 of them, right, Mill? Isn't there 3 different ones you can get? Does Keith like whiskey sours?
I can't remember the last time I had one, even though they were a big thing with our family there for maybe still are, or for a good year or so. They were, they seems like, when one person calls for one, all of a sudden, they're just making up a picture of them. But I would imagine I would, of course. I just haven't had one in a long time.
They're good. I like a good whiskey sour. You like the Amaretto sour and the Amaretto Bourbon sour we did too.
Absolutely. Those were delicious.
So,
of course.
There's a rum of vodka. Oh, that's right. There's a rum of vodka and a whiskey. That's what's different. Okay. Arum.
What is arum?
It's Portuguese for rum. Actually.
Arum.
No, I have no
idea.
Arum. Oh, there just wasn't a space.
Oh, okay.
Grammar, man, quit being so picky.
Oh, no, I know. I see those things, but I do them as well.
Yes, that was actually what we did when we did that podcast several months ago, because Planty had gotten us a bottle of the Disaronno. He wanted us to do the Amaretto sour. I looked up a singular drink. Like I had looked up the recipe for that, and I found several different recipes. I went with the one he exactly told me, which was, like I said, making our own sour mix and the Amaretto, which is very simple. But there's also another cocktail. Some of them it's called like a day at the races. There's another one that's called, it's literally just called like a whiskey Amaretto, like a bourbon sour or whatever. And you use Amaretto in there, and you use bourbon, and you use the sour, either sour mix that you've purchased or that you've made. Got a new keyboard, and I'm slowly getting used to it. It takes time, Mill. It takes time. It definitely. Did you go like smaller form factor keyboard? Is it larger? Like, do you have more space, less space? What are you having to get used to? But yeah, that's actually my favorite. Is I like the one that has a little bit of bourbon in it too. It just adds a little more complexity for my taste. But the Amaretto sour is also delicious.
I think I like the straight.
You did
Amaretto better, just because it was a little too scarily drinkable.
Things.
No, well, I am a simpler thing. It was a little too drinkable almost. But yeah, that bourbon added that little extra notch. And,
I was hoping you were going to say bourbon note.
That little extra
or
notch.
Whiskey note, perhaps?
But it was good that it turned it from I could chug this into I'm going to sip this and enjoy it. So
it just depends on the mood you were in, then.
Depends. That's right.
That's very true. Okay. Wet Mechanical. Ooh, nice. Tiny keyboards are the way. LG, it is so good to see you. Hopefully things are going well for you. Has your hand fully healed? Which one was it? It was one of your hands,
that's right. There was a picture
there
you
for sent
a while
the picture and like the injuries and things.
Yeah.
Old keyboard was a membrane one. Oh, that's going to be a nice upgrade then once you get used to it. Playing Call of Duty with some friends today. Might hop on D2 later. Nice. Any more Elden Ring in your future as well, Kaya? I know you were streaming some of that the other day. So we've got some things going on. I'm going to get out the first beverage because if we're going to be talking and chatting with everybody, we should just at least start enjoying something because we kind of have to hydrate before the end of the show.
We do, I actually thought about bringing over coconut water, and then I saw this and I thought, we'll do this instead.
I actually am really glad because we had this soda. Oh no, so that was what it was. So when we were over at my our brothers, I almost said, I don't know why I said our brothers last week. It's mine and it's yours.
Ours.
At our brothers last week. They had those poppy sodas, which I thought it was just like a sparkling water. And then when I got home and finished it, I looked at it. I was like, oh, this soda actually has sugar in it. It's got a prebiotic. It's like this whole thing.
Oh,
they have them at Costco.
Yeah,
they have them at different places.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was a lot because I was like, this is really sweet. Like I was kind of like
stevia.
And it is. There's stevia in it. There's actual cane sugar in it as well.
Oh, was there?
There's cane sugar. It's like they almost use everything. It was cane sugar, stevia, and I think might have had sucralose. Like it was like almost every sugar option they have to make it as sweet as possible.
Seeing that. Okay.
But they've got like a cola and a Dr. Phil. Like I thought about because if you go to order from their site, it actually takes you to Amazon. So then you actually get prime shipping. They had like a 20% off coupon. So I thought about getting like a mixed pack and like we could try those or something.
You mean the ones that they have at Costco too?
They have some at Costco too. Okay. This one, they make a lot of different flavors. It's crazy. And hand is fixed now. How are things for beverages been? Been very good. Been very good. Had a good New Year. Had a good holidays. Just been trucking right along. You're talking about Ollipops? I've been meaning to try that. No, these are actually called
Poppy or something?
Poppy.
P-O-P-P-I?
A triple sweet. So it was very sweet, Mill. It was very sweet. This is not going to be quite that sweet. Yeah, it was sweetly prebiotic, I tell you. I don't know what that means. We'll do that anyway. Here we go. This is what we're going to have right now, though. You want to tell us how you discovered this?
Because it's where I work.
Oh my God, shocking.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. Now, we needed a little something. I had a couple of other thoughts, but then I'd forgotten that we were going to very probably get the special gifts that we had received. And so we needed something to open with, and I realized I hadn't bought it at first, so I needed to make amends for that. And I was looking around, and I thought, I've never tried these, so I'll get these.
I think I have here. Let me put the link to what we were talking. I've got that in the chat. This is the cherry limeade one. Can I just copy that? No, gotta visit the site, I guess. So this is the one that we had, but if you go look at their site, they've got a bunch of other different ones. They've got a mixed pack, and if you go to buy anything from them, hashtag not an ad at all whatsoever, because I haven't had enough of them to say. When you go there to look, they've got watermelon and orange and like all the kind of flavors you get. And then they also make one that I'm sure they were trying to go for Dr. Pepper. There's one that's your classic soda.
The Physicist. Oh, wait, no.
What are they? It's not quite that clever, but it's literally, I think it's called Dr. Pop or something that, because it's all like poppy or whatever. Anyway, those are the ones. What was also weird too is I looked around at their website. You looked, and even though I was looking at the colas and some other ones, it was like almost the exact same recipe for each thing. Like it was like,
natural flavors.
So they had like a very much like we always did too. Sometimes with our herbal blends at Arbuckle, like you had that like base blend, and you kind of worked around that. You could tell that was that because all of them had apple cider vinegar, which I'm sure is like a prebiotic of some sort, or like probably. That's usually
inulin fiber, I think, is in that. Yeah.
So that was in there. So there was like about 4 things that were always in all of them. And then there was always like one. I was like, God, that doesn't seem like it's enough to change it. But anyway.
All comes out of the same vat.
I like
that wonderful Duff.
That's right. Pour your own damn drink.
Even though they're, a whopping 8 ounces.
I was going to say, are these deceptive that they're 11 ounces or are they 8?
No, they're 8.
What do these run?
They were 95 cents. So it's like,
that's not bad.
$4 for a little 4-pack, but
I mean, you have to drink 2 of these. That's basically $2.
Yeah.
2 things we will evaluate. Is this any good? And when we put any booze with it. I'm already thinking maybe gin, but I don't know.
I think that has been talked about. One of my coworkers, when I went through her line to buy these, she said, these are good.
I feel like Spaceballs. The cans of air.
Yeah.
Anyone else seen Spaceballs? Come on, you guys have seen Spaceballs.
Settle down. But yes. And I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
What's the next line?
I can't remember.
Let's see how you handle it.
Nice. Smells good.
Dark helmet.
Yeah, dark helmet. It's gigantic. I remember Sanderson used to say that.
1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Mills knows.
That Tony Womack, the former infielder for the Diamondbacks.
Oh,
he said his hat fit him so big. It reminded him of a dark helmet.
Big. Yeah, that's the same coat as my lunch. That's the kind of coat some idiot used on their luggage. 1, 2, because that's Dick Van Patten, isn't it? 2.
Oh yeah.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We've got to comb the desert.
Where'd they go? They said across his nose, not up it. All right, aroma's good, mostly lemon. Little hint of some other flower thing. I don't really know what elderflower smells like.
I don't either.
What do you think of that? We're having it right now. Literally, you got here, Paco, just in time. We found shit. Yeah, you got here just in time. We're just barely sniffing it. Yes, lemon and a little something flowery. I love the aroma. Hi, Paco.
Hello, Paco.
That's delicious. That's really good.
That is quite tasty.
Only 380 calories, right? Because of the sugar that's in there? No.
60.
60, 8-ounce can. We need to keep specifying that.
Yes.
2 serving sizes per can.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding about the second part.
6 grams of protein, 7 grams of fiber. No, I'm just kidding.
15 grams of sugar.
15 grams of sugar.
No saturated fats, 5 milligrams of sodium. That's actually become a big trend, speaking of salt in this beverage, which I did because I just read the back of it. Jav, how's it going? The man of the hour, the featured beverage.
Oh, that's right. The provider.
The provider. And
we will enjoy this in the company of the giver.
And the company of the giver will be having some as well. He says he's going to drink along with us. So I'm
right.
very excited.
Very good.
Yeah, I am super excited. I love it when that can happen. Not only when we get samples and can talk about stuff that we will not find anywhere probably here in Southern Arizona, but they can do that. My shot glass is ready. Perfect. It will be worth, I think we're going to go. Now you've had both. Normally I would put them in proof order. So I would do the Joseph Magnus and then the Blantons, which those are the 2 beverages that we're going to have later this evening. LG already hit the beverage command earlier. So
what does Jav recommend?
Do you have an opinion on if you think we should have one or the other first? Because I would, since you've had both of them, I would trust your opinion. You're like, that one's got a lot of I don't know. Like
when you pour it, you actually see the smoke coming out of the glass.
Yeah, exactly. Think that's a good order? Okay. All right.
Okay, so we'll be doing the Magnus?
The Magnus first. The Magnum Opus will be first.
Okay.
I'm late, but I'm here, Baker. It is good to see you, as always. Good to see everybody here. The soda can you can chew. The soda you can chew. Yeah, it's very thick.
Hello again. Hello.
But back to the salt. In the beverages. That has become quite a thing in a lot of the different beverage content people that I follow, either on TikTok or YouTube or wherever else. Some of the places we've gotten mixed drinks. A lot of them now literally almost like having simple syrup always at the ready, always have a saline solution at the ready. They do an 80-20, 80 water to 20 salt that they've mixed up and have it ready. And they will, in a lot of their cocktails, put a few drops of that in the cocktail. And as one of them says, it makes it pop. So that's how he does it too. He's like, just a little bit of saline solution there to make it pop.
I always liked how when Joe would make margaritas.
That's what it makes you think. I was like, Joe was ahead of his time. A little
salt right in there.
Very much ahead of his time, doing the on the rocks margarita, putting some salt right in there.
Oh,
I have had this beverage. It's delicious. It is really good. No, this is excellent. So 4 packs this comes in?
Yeah. And obviously, as you can see, I was able to, since there is a barcode on the side, you can buy it separately.
Do people just like rip into them?
That's what I did.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Do you find that annoying going over the shelf and there's like half open box, like multiple
No, you get used
open
to that.
things?
That's fine because then somebody can say, and actually that was one of the reasons why I almost bought the strawberry one that was next to it because it was already open, but there was only 1 can. And I was like, no, I think I've had the strawberry. I don't think I've had this one before. So I wanted to have it. A little smelt of elderberry.
Can we get that as a sound redeem to stand there going out? Pop! I might have to do that. I might have to go back and take that out. Pop. All night and day, unskinny, pop, pop. Thought about that song in a long time.
The bevy bop.
Yeah.
The bevy pop.
Oh. Blitzkrieg pop.
Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah,
pop,
this
pop.
is good. So would you don't need to. You don't need to.
do bacon frying.
Yeah. You don't have to. But if you're going to, would you add something, or what would you add to this? Not vodka. Because vodka you can add to anything.
You can add
That's
vodka
boring.
to anything. Like I do. I add vodka to my morning coffee.
Put it in your cereal.
Oh, wait. Put it in my cereal.
God, vodka in your morning coffee.
Oh, what?
So many better options. Booze, Irish whiskey of any kind, bourbon, scotch, Bailey's, Kahlua.
Probably, I guess the obvious one is gin.
I think so.
Not super floral one, maybe a more...
I'd like a more juniper forward one. You've already got the lemon.
Forward, yeah.
You've got the little bit of
one with spice sometimes, like maybe with a little more of the peppery in there. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like the Roku or something like that. That's got a little bit of the peppercorn in there. Like that one would be good. Some juniper, so you've got those notes. I think that'd be pretty tasty.
Yeah. Even like Hendrix would be good because it's got some more citrus.
And cucumber.
A little bit of yeah, that could work too. So.
Maybe. A little more of a studying soda.
Studying, yeah, it's more of a study.
Oh, man. No, this is really good. I think that's, so that comes in for it. You said there's other flavors too?
There's a strawberry something or other.
Okay. That's an interesting flavor. Familiar with that
I can't remember. It's not just straight strawberry. It's strawberry
lemon.
Maybe
strawberry
guava. Basil, but I'm not sure. Strawberry something.
That could be it. Strawberry basil is very popular.
That would be good.
Very popular.
Yes.
Have to go try next time you go to Trader Joe's.
Maybe the Prometheus rum?
Ooh. That's not a bad idea. Light, yeah, like a light rum like that.
That's kind of the Hemingway daiquiri adjacent, at least. Yes, please do. Go into them and say that Keith from Store 96, who has a podcast, says, I need to try the strawberry something or other.
Try this strawberry something.
It comes in a 4-pack.
Oh, God. Yeah, Paco went to Trader Joe's a little while back, and I think everything she got wound up working out wonderfully. I forgot all the things he bought, but it was like, I think that was on a Friday. Because I think literally she put a picture in Discord. She's like, I'm outside now. I'm at the Trader Joe's. Finally stopped. But yeah, like I said, I remember. I think everything went pretty well food wise. They were all very excited. Mill, if you're still here, have you actually had the rum that you said that you bought? And did you like it? Was it good? Is it worth the probably Assassin's Creed logo tax on there? Blau, evening, gents. Evening to you, Blau. Good to see you. All the things you suggested were yummy. There you go.
Like it. Okay, good. And if you don't find them yummy, they easily can be returned.
Would tequila work? Blanco tequila, maybe?
Yeah.
Blanco tequila, maybe? Yeah. Got the Petit Fours, apple sparkling beverage, Rave Apples, hot cocoa spoons.
Oh, yeah, the little... We remember a few years ago at Thanksgiving.
Was that what that was? Yeah, that was nice.
They had new ones this year. They were salted caramel, I believe. So,
that sounds good. I love salted caramel.
Petit Fours were good. Yeah. Sparkling apple.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, I'm getting down on that. I was thinking the other day, I was like, of the alcohols that I don't buy near as often, like, what am I starting to get low on? And like I said, that rum is getting a little lower. I was like, I'll probably need to get that at some point. And tequila, I'm actually a little lower on too. I need to get another bottle of tequila at some point. And I'll try another one of the El Tequileños because those were really good. We had that Reposado that was really good. They have a Blanco, and I think they maybe have an Añejo, but those are some of the additive free ones. I always try and scope those out. Petit Fours and the apple sparkling beverage are huge hits. Huge.
Good.
Got a can chewing
stuff with a spoon. Oh, yeah. I would be tempted to do that. It's like this wooden spoon with this little block of chocolate on the end. So yeah, you like a chocolate.
You like a chocolate block?
Yeah,
I'll have a chocolate block, please.
You sound like sound like one of Marge's sisters.
Oh yeah, a little bit like that. Yeah, I was thinking of what's her name from Monsters Incorporated. Always watching Wazowski. Good one. We've watched one more episode of Always the Murders in the Building. Always the murders are happening in the building.
That's the only ones and it's funny. ABC is showing them from season 1 on regular TV right now.
Oh, interesting.
So we had that on the other day, and it is funny because they're like, oh, there was a murder over across the street, blah blah blah, and Steve Martin's like, no, he's like, let's just keep this to only murders in the building. Yeah. But it was good to see some of those early ones. I think I just missed it where he said, don't stand so close to Sting, where he wanted to know his dog.
That's really good.
In the elevator.
Yeah.
To not stand so
close.
This
is the third time I've been in this apartment. They're always at one point going up to that one apartment that gets remodeled every time for who's ever there. But yeah, no, it's still good. We like it. We've been doing lots of fancy hot cocoa the last few weeks, so I thought those would be a fun addition. That is fun. Yeah. Hot cocoa is just a fun beverage.
It is
just a fun beverage.
Yep.
I had when we were in California, we were in San Francisco, and we were in Ghirardelli Square where they've got.
Oh yeah, yep.
I got a hot cocoa there too, and it was a salted caramel hot cocoa, and oh my god. Okay. It was like probably like.
Did you take out your flask?
Yeah, I wish that would have been even better. Just like I said, I know all of a sudden it was probably like, oh my God, insulin! I need more insulin. You're about to become a diabetic because of this one thing. Addie let hers melt and said it was delicious. Craig was like, why is my cocoa not as chocolatey? And then he revealed that he had eaten the thing on the spoon.
Just trying to leach it out of the wood of the spoon. The whole block is gone.
That's kind of, you know what? That's actually a good metaphor for the difference between bourbon and scotch. Because scotch, it's already been used up, so it takes a lot longer because you're trying to take it out of what's left in the wood. And bourbon would be like the full barrel, so all the chocolate around it. Yeah, the brand new barrel, so it's got everything there. Look at that, Paco just coming up with metaphors for alcohol when they start drinking later. They've got some time though. Don't start them early. They've got time. They've got time. Is that formula? No, it's whiskey. It's 100% whiskey. Have you been watching anything new? Anything different lately?
No, we got exciting? Up to the end of
They might sleep better.
The Bear.
Oh,
season
2 complete?
episode 10 complete. We didn't
Keith stamp of approval.
Particularly, yeah. Overall, yes. Episode 10, I was left a little bit empty on that.
Okay.
And I actually want to rewatch it. We both Pocket and I said we should rewatch that episode because it was one of those again where there was a lot of stuff going on. It was pretty crazy and hectic. And
okay.
So I there's some
didn't feel like it resolved things you were hoping for.
And they never do because they probably knew they were going to have a season 3.
That's
so they
fair.
want to bring you back for season 3. It just some of the good feeling that you had even amongst the turmoil kind of like was erased. Not erased, but was diminished.
Was it one of those where the penultimate episode was actually way better than the ultimate final episode?
Yes, the lead up was, yeah. And then...
we always said that a lot with...
But then maybe it'll be, who knows? Maybe the first episode then will bring that back around. But
we always felt that a lot with Breaking Bad and even Saul. Sometimes the episode 9 was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then episode 10, you're like, that's kind of a letdown. Like, do this either because there wasn't something going on, wasn't something as exciting, whatever. The lead up was better than the finish. Exactly.
But that was, at least for me with Breaking Bad, I didn't have to wait a period of months. I could just, now I'm going to watch that first episode of the next season. So
what's so funny is because I had watched him later on, obviously, too. And I remember talking with Joe about stuff. And specifically the episode where Aaron Paul comes in and it's a 10-year-old show. Like, settle down, everyone.
No spoilers here.
Yeah.
There can't be spoilers.
He shoots Gale.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the end of an episode.
Yeah.
I remember Joe and Leslie both being like, yeah, we had to wait a year for the next episode. Like, as that one hit, I was like, oof. Like, because that was literally like, that happens. You're like, oh my God, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, I was able to watch it right away. Just watched episode 10 of season 4 of Breaking Bad last night. Nice. Are you enjoying it? She's like, not really.
Yeah.
It's more background noise. I hope you're enjoying it. It's excellent. Did Lucky force you to watch? Lucky forced you to watch that, didn't he? I knew it. Lucky's always foisting Breaking Bad on people. Breaking Bad is one of the best in the last 15 years. I would agree 100%, Blau. That is definitely excellent. Did you watch Better Call Saul? I sometimes feel, depending on the moment and the time of day, I would almost say that I like Better Call Saul better. And that's from someone, I loved Breaking Bad. I thought it was excellent. I watched some of the ending stuff the other day. I just liked the way Saul like slowly kind of built and took more time to breathe. Like sometimes it felt with every Breaking Bad episode, it was like, there was just like a lot of like tension, whereas like Saul it was like building to all these different moments. Again, I probably like Breaking Bad overall, but I could see an argument for it, in my opinion. Here's a list of things for us to watch. Nice. What is next on his list after Breaking Bad? Is it going to Better Call Saul or is it something else? I don't know if Lucky liked Better Call Saul, actually.
3
to be honest.
Can't remember how far I'm into. I think I'm in season 3 somewhere in Saul.
El Camino. I have never watched El Camino.
Oh yeah, that's Joe watched that.
Yeah, they said it was pretty good.
So it just picks up right where the
Breaking Bad ends. Yeah, El Camino and the Better. Yeah,
and it's only a 2-hour movie, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I should watch that too.
I have actually never watched that. So
I just like Bob Odenkirk so much. I saw the Seinfeld
he's so good,
with him in it, where he's the doctor.
God, and I knew at some point when I made it to where I was going to be, I would leave that.
I would want to leave that. Yeah. And right in there too was it wasn't the same episode, but it came on like right around there with where she finds Peterman in the jungle and he's like, you're a grocery clerk.
Yeah.
Which I had now understand.
Oh, because you finally have seen Apocalypse.
Yeah, several years ago now, but
I won't spoil it for you once we watch it. And I should see it. Like, I don't know why. Because we watched the last few episodes of Breaking Bad because my son watched it too. So we watched the last few episodes this is several years ago, or a year ago now at least. When did Better Call Saul end? Because that's kind of how it started. But anyway, we watched the last episode or two with him so that I could see those again, like the last 4 or 5. And then I was like, oh, we should watch El Camino. And then he was like, well, no, that came out like that. Like, so then for some reason we went to Better Call Saul and all kind of started watching that again. And then we never went back to El Camino. So it just got lost.
Well, now you're going to watch Better Call Saul, and then you'll have to watch Breaking Bad again. And then
I know. That's why I got to go
then
all
Frasier for the 6th time.
Exactly.
And then Frasier.
It's funny like how that is. Like I love those episodes. I've obviously watched bits and pieces of them multiple times, some full episodes multiple times. But like how we go back, and at least for us, how we watch like sitcoms, other certain ones that we've loved. I never have like a need to like, I'm going to start another Breaking Bad. I'm like, I don't need that. I don't know. Like,
it's a little too
and that's
intense,
not a negative on the show. Like I like literally love the show. Like, I think it's fantastic. Like, we pushed you for years to finally watch it. You finally broke down.
Finally.
And like I said, you know, we were correct. We're not always going to be correct, but like I said, you finally broke down just at least enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm never like, you know, because my wife will be like, oh, what should we start watching again? And usually, you know, it's like usually a few things. We were actually looking for Seinfeld, which we don't have Netflix right now, which is where it is apparently.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we're like, oh, I guess we should get Netflix, because we were talking like, oh, we should watch Seinfeld, because I haven't watched all of those episodes. And in fact, there's one Seinfeld episode I've never seen. I talked about that the other day.
So yeah, I think
I've never seen whatever that Smucker's, the dog where Kramer's taking dog medicine.
That's the one you haven't
never seen it.
Because I've never seen the one there's like a parade or something that toward the end that they drive through, or they're like slow in traffic.
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
And I don't think I've seen all of that one, but
yeah, no, that Smucker's the dog. I've never seen that one.
That's funny.
I have never watched Breaking Bad. It's good. I think you'd like it. I think you would really like it.
The thing about not watching, at least for me, is although the episodes are only like 45 minutes, they're still there's like a lot of intensity.
Yeah.
A lot of, it's very tense.
And that's what I'm saying. Like when I'm looking for something just to watch, like I don't need.
Maybe like I said, go back and I want to watch this episode again.
Yes, very much so.
Revisit certain little
which
things.
I have.
But we Pocket put Friends on the other day, and I told her, and we might do this, need to start like with season 8 and watch it through the end, because there's a lot of those episodes I never saw. And oh my God, there was some funny stuff.
There's
Joey
some
on the
decent stuff toward the end.
pyramid.
There's some decent stuff towards the end. That's
Joey
funny.
not sharing food. Have you seen that? It's like, Joey doesn't share food.
Yeah.
There was just a lot of very good stuff.
One of the older ones, well, not super old one. Maybe that season. I get mixed up there was some of them I was like, oh, what season is this? Because like I said, my wife Rachel, she was watching through it a little bit, and it was like, she was like, oh, this is season 5. I was like, wow, this is season 5. They're already having this many big guest stars on here, because it was the Brad Pitt one.
Oh, yeah.
And the Brad Pitt one where it's like, then Joey's like, because they're like, oh, yeah, we're not going to make a turkey this year. Not going to have a turkey. And they're like, well, so-and-so doesn't eat it, and this person didn't. I'm not going to make all these. And she's like, well, if I make it, you got to eat the whole thing. So then she sits down like a 20-pound turkey in front of Joey. And he goes and gets like the pants that Monica got.
Oh, yeah.
For Rachel. Natural born chicken. So there are times that I take my headphones off because I'm worried something scary is going to happen. Yeah. And there is in that show too. Like, I mean, there's not constant violence, but it's definitely always tense and suspense and stuff going on. So yeah, I know I get you on that one, but yeah, it's a great show, but yeah, it's funny. Like, yeah, I don't think to go. Usually I'm always like, if I'm going to, you know, cause usually if I'm watching something again that I've watched a bunch of times, it's usually cause it's like background noise. Or it's like with Breaking Bad, like if I was going to watch it again, it'd almost be like The Godfather, where I kind of want to focus on like enjoying watching it.
Right.
You jump scare so easy. Yeah. It's all of a sudden. Yeah, that is true. Some of that stuff can just happen for sure. I get it. I got a hankering.
Got a hankering for some cigar batch bourbon?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Should we take a break?
Is Jav still around?
Jav has to be. Jav's like, I'm already tired. I'm already passed out. I thought you would start quicker with the thing. I thought you would start with the showstoppers, and apparently that was not true. Yes, the next two things that we were going to have on the show, we're going to do a couple a podcast on each one of them. Hell yeah.
There he is. Well, the W.
Podcast on each one of them. These are both provided by Jav here in chat. He was super kind to send us a little handshake of each one of these. These are things that I would never be able to find here in Southern Arizona, or if I did, the secondary prices would be so crazy off the charts. It would be not affordable. So we appreciate him so much for sending these to us. Also, it was funny. So he wrapped them very well. It's much better than if anyone was following Jav on Twitter. He ordered some hard drives from Amazon. They sent him 2 hard drives that were literally in like 2 plastic bags, and then they shipped them in an oversized box with no padding in them. So he opens up the box, and they were literally like, there was like dents, and I was like, okay. So the opposite of that packaging is what I got for these 2. Like they were in Ziploc plastic bags. The bottles were inside Ziploc plastic bags, so they couldn't leak there. Then bubble wrap rolled on there. Then that bubble wrap was in other bubble wrap with bubble wrap around there. And then on top of that, he put a box of peanut M&Ms. And I was like, wow. I said, well, A, that's one of my favorites. So I'm like, that's awesome. They did. I'm like, but why the peanut M&Ms? And he's like, well, I didn't want, he's like, if they were picking up the box, that they could hear like liquid sloshing around and they might like be suspicious about it. So he's like, so yeah, because I picked up the box. I was like, what is rattling in here? And now that I heard,
oh no,
Jav, always thinking one step ahead there. So we appreciate that. But yeah, we've got 2 things.
I think the W is for whiskey tonight.
The W is for whiskey. Oh my God.
Okay.
That's very true. That's very, very true. There it is. Is it working? So we've got the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend Bourbon Batch 191. It's 113-ish, almost 114 proof. Never have had anything from them before. Jav has had a couple things from them, so he may even talk a little bit about the original. What is it? Is it just Joseph Magnus Bourbon? Is that the one you've actually had before this one? I can't remember. And then we have Blanton's Straight from the Barrel Bourbon. This is not their regular single barrel. This is still a single barrel, but it is straight from the barrel. It's 130 some proof.
130 some.
Blanton's is normally 93, and it's a good whiskey. It's sometimes maybe a little overpriced because of scarcity and everything else. This one, again, is another one that would be absolutely impossible to find, but Jav was lucky enough to win a raffle, so he had the opportunity to purchase one and was kind enough to send us some of that too. So we were both very excited for both of these. So
it's not your father's Blanton's.
This is not your father's Blanton's. It is not. It still has the cool horse on top though.
Oh, good.
It still does have the cool horse on top.
Oh, wait.
Okay, here.
He didn't send the horse.
I'll secretly preview that now. See, it's still got the little horse.
Oh, look at that.
See, and it looks like the Blanton's bottle, but then it's like this.
Ooh.
It's like a little more like, I just pulled this out of the barrel. Just take it and get the hell out of here.
That's right. Don't rush me. I'm getting my Blanton's right from the barrel.
Exactly.
All right.
Right from the tee to the barrel. This is where you get this Blanton's. I don't think. Do barrels have teats? How does that work?
I don't.
That's
think
where the
so.
spigot they take it out
plugs,
of?
I think, or
That's
something.
probably a plug?
Yeah, they have that little thing that they tap into.
Okay. What's that called? Isn't that called? It's called, that has a dirty name to it.
Oh, does it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it does. It's called, can't remember. There's a dirty name for it. Chat, look up the dirty name while we're gone. It's not just called a plug.
Okay.
It's not just called a plug. But anyway, I love that.
Oh, no.
I can link the irregular Joseph. Yeah, that'd be cool. Old. Can you milk a barrel? I have.
Can you milk me, Greg?
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? Oh, that also looks good. Oh, 100 proof. Nice. That one's even 100 proof. Rich, deep flavors with notes of orange, citrus, dried dark fruits, and vanilla. You can milk anything with vanilla. That's true. I have heard that if anything is sucked hard enough, you can probably get something out of it.
Whoa.
I'm just telling you. That's how we have a TikTok and a YouTube and all those other things too.
Got the chrome off the bumper.
And that one. All those things. All right. We'll be right back with some bourbon.
Feel like I should talk lower now.
Just because of
the music.
Just because the music playing? Yeah. Is that right?
Just because it's got me mellow.
Afternoon, everybody.
Had to give the full bit there.
What's the story, Noam? Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Press Smart House.
Guardian down. Thank you for the gifted sub to, well, we can read this a few different ways. We could say press smartass.
Yep.
We could say press smartass.
Yep.
We could say
pre-smartass.
Pre-smartass. Ooh, that's not
President.
Bad. President smartass.
President smartass.
Guardian down. What were you actually going for there? Appreciate the gifted sub though. I like that though.
Press smart.
I feel like maybe you were just getting a little lazier on that one. You're just like, yeah, whatever.
Whatever. Who cares?
It's got the word ass.
I want to get rid of
the word ass is in here.
Yeah.
Take my money.
Okay.
President smartass. There we go. President smartass. Smartass. It's a real person? That's amazing. Well, if they ever happen to come in the channel, thank Guardian Down for the gifted sub. We would appreciate that. Shop smart. Shop press smart. That yes. I love. Are you going for a Army of Darkness reference there, Jav? Or is that from something else? That's what I'm thinking of. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. Let's go. Wait a minute. If Jav's here, then sorry. Now I got to break out the full soundboard. Where are they? Oh no. Where are they? Are they under gaming? Wait, I'm going to find it now. Hold. Drops. No. Oh, that one's lucky.
Grabbing your butt. I'm grabbing your butt.
That's lucky. I just have that one on there. You never know. You never know when you got to do a lucky drop. Oh, wait. Maybe it's here? No. Oh, there it is. Nope. That's not it.
Wait for it.
I'm trying to find it. Where did I keep all those? Just under audio?
What's with these people?
No. Did you? No. Wasn't under drops. I swore I had this. I found it the other day. There's another drops.
There's lemon drops.
Sunshine, lemon drops.
This is going to be worse than that time I was stuck behind Robert Loggia.
Sushi found that at least. There we go. Break the silence.
Robert Loggia.
This will be the lucky one.
Certainly. That's Robert Loggia. R as in Robert Loggia. O as in, oh my God, it's Robert Loggia. B as in, by God, that's Robert Loggia. E as in, everybody loves Robert Loggia. R as in, Robert Loggia. T as in, Tim, look over there, it's Robert Loggia. Space. L as in, look, it's Robert Loggia.
Sushi likes to put in the space.
I think Jav is ready to get on with the whiskey. Did you look at the tasting notes? Keeping it a surprise. We looked to see if there was like anything else there, so I did not. I glanced at them very lightly. Space. Sushi is also very good to see. I finally found the thing I was looking for. Jav will appreciate this.
Are all men from the future loud-mouthed braggarts?
Nope. Just me, baby. Just me.
Groovy. Groovy.
There we go.
Groovy.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants. I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now. Jack and shit.
You know,
Jack left town.
There you go.
My dust all
Found it. Took a
day,
minute.
Slowpoke.
And you might be eating. That's gonna.
My God. Buster, settle down.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Guardian down. Thank you for the Buster redemption. All right. You've gotten it all out of your system. Do we have some bourbon?
We should have this bourbon.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
I am going to turn off a few things here because we're going to officially do this podcast. Both of these are going to be recorded. They'll go up on YouTube along with the full video as they always do. What's a bourbon? So you can't quite see it on here, but there is actually a whiskey glass right there. If you go to exclamation point merch chat, oh my God, Guardian down, I in the merch. Go to exclamation point merch. You can find this very shirt right here, quietly rested in bourbon barrels. And the U, the rocks glass.
Yes.
Genius.
Maybe next time we should make that a little darker. Although I can see it here.
I mean, this is literally the oldest piece of clothing I have from the site.
All right.
I don't think you can actually get this color anymore.
Oh.
I think this might have been a limited release. Oh my God. Oh, can I save it? If not, I'll let the button again. Did it do it? I'll resub, Kivo. I'll get you. Hold on. Happy New Year's, brothers.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
15 months.
15.
Resubscribe.
All right, here. We got to do it again. There we go.
Afternoon, everybody.
There we go.
What's the story, Noel? Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Kivo, thank you for the 15-month resubscribe. It is good to see you. Good to see everybody here. All right. No more subs.
For right
now. You're like, no, not forever. We need those.
Yeah. Stop. Don't take that personally.
Yeah, don't take that personally at all. All right. Kivo, thank you so much for the 15 months. Again, Guardian Down, thank you for the President Smartass, since we learned what that actually was.
That's right.
Yeah, we're going to record a podcast now. These will all be going up on YouTube as well as this full show, as it always does, within the next week or so. So definitely check that out. Why don't I should have some more of this stuff on the same page. Shameless plug right there. Notes, no subs. No, Sushi.
No.
Sushi, we were kidding. We were joking. We just met for like the next 15 minutes or so.
There were more words coming after that.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
just took a few
Listen
seconds,
to the full sentence.
but we got there.
Yeah.
We even synchronized it.
We did actually.
Yeah.
Take you back. I take back everything. I'm taking that back right now. I think I'll start a paper route right now. There are a few things that we do love above all else here, I think, at About Beverages. One of them, we do enjoy our whiskeys, be it Scotch, bourbon. We haven't gotten as much in Irish whiskey, so we'll leave that one off the table for the moment, but we'd be interested in it.
Yeah.
But the other thing that we do love almost more than anything is
when someone sends us something for us to try.
That is 100% accurate. And we've got both of those things here at the tasting table for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com.
That's true.
I was going to say, and happy 2024.
Yeah, happy 2024. All of these things are true.
And the beverage that we're about today is the Cigar Blend Batch number 191, Rickhouse Rock from Joseph Magnum Distillery.
Joseph Magnus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Joseph Magnus.
It looks like a really
And
big bottle
company.
there in the picture. That's what you were thinking of.
Joseph.
It's a Magnum size bottle, which is 750 mil, right? Isn't it? I think these days. Wasn't that used to be a Magnum?
No, that's 750 mil is the normal size.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, what's a Magnum then?
More.
Well, apparently, based on what we've kind of looked at here a little bit, there is going to be quite a bit of flavor in here. So maybe that was also what you were thinking of. The whiskey / bourbon that we have here today was provided to us by a longtime viewer and friend of the channel, Jav. He also streams on Twitch as well, just with us as well. Link down here in the chat if you want to check him out. He doesn't usually drink as much on his channel as we do. So you might miss out on that kind of thing, but there'll be a fair amount of gameplay. But we've got a special bourbon that we would not be able to find here in Southern Arizona. So we were very thankful that he sent it to us. So we do not have the cool bottle. He just sent us what they call as a handshake, like a little 2-ounce pour. And I'm not saying that in a disparaging way. It's just, the bottle is really cool. And now I really wish I could find one because it looks neat. But yeah, 113, almost 114 proof. There's literally almost a paragraph of tasting notes, which we did not read. We kind of glanced at to see if there's any other information.
Right.
Cigar blend is a term that does kind of has made the rounds. It's not specific to this distillery. Pretty much referencing like this is a good blend to go with a cigar. It's got a little bit more punch to it. It's going to have a little bit more flavor. Going to complement probably the smokiness, maybe the spiciness of a cigar. I am not a cigar smoker. Are you?
No. Well, there was a time there we dabbled. We dabbled a little bit in the cigars, but that was many years ago. But definitely not anymore. But can still envision it.
Yeah, we will envision if there was some smoke wafting in and around the palate as we're enjoying this. So we have already poured our portions here. Jav is also hanging out here in chat if you are live with us here on Twitch, and he is also going to have some along with us. But to the aroma.
To the aroma. I hate it for that to leave my nostrils.
I did kind of. Did you get a little far?
A little bit, but it was good. I didn't know I kept smelling though. I didn't stop because it was so good. I'm sorry, I blew that Magnum.
It's fine. We saved it. We turned it into something.
That's all right. You got to just roll with it.
I was thrown when you went to the lower stuff first. All of a sudden
know.
I was like, where is he going?
I was going to say cigar blend from Magnus. Yeah. I should have said, the Joseph A. Magnus cigar blend bourbon. Yeah. Oh, well.
Cigarettes.
I just got distracted by Rick House Rock.
You like that, don't you?
I did. Rick Roll. No, we
do you think it's Schoolhouse Rock?
Schoolhouse Rock with Rick Astley. Rick House Rock. Followage.
Yeah, people can see how long they've been following the channel.
Oh, that's cool. 1 year, 5 months, 6 days, and 23 hours.
Yeah, it's pretty specific.
It is.
It's funny too because Frosty, who's always here in chat, a couple times if he types that in is shorter because a couple times when I've either had people, pop in with a questionable following name or whatever else, he's been nice enough where he's been in chat where he'll unfollow and refollow, so it comes again, so his time is off because he's like, I've known you longer than that, because he'll do it and it's like it'll say like 8 months. He's like, I've known you longer than that.
Yeah.
Because his like resub is like 18 months or something. It's like a lot different.
So he'll unfollow to do what?
Unfollow and then refollow. So then his follow pops up and then covers up if someone comes in and wants to be.
That's very
I've had a few people
the sword there.
Yeah,
very
a little
nice.
bit.
Okay.
Because then I think now since he's done it once or twice, he's like, my number doesn't match anymore anyway. So then usually if he's here, he'll do it.
So very close to 1 year, 5 months, and 7 days.
It's very close.
It's very close.
They won't round up.
No, I think they could, but no.
Ready?
Think so. A whole new world.
A whole new world. A new fantastic bourbon. Whiskey. Almost started to take a drink. We've had that the last couple of weeks where we've been like a little bit different and all of a sudden it was like, ooh.
It's good to break from form a little bit.
It's true. I get a lot of nuttiness in there.
The nut, like kind of caramel almost, but I get a hint of fruit. And then at the very last sniff, I did get a little bit of smoke, actually.
Oh, really?
Something.
Okay.
A little something in there. I didn't at first, but then that last.
I got like almond, pecan, like those kind of things coming through. The caramel, like I think, like also maybe almost like a pecan pie kind of thing going on. Maybe a little hint of something also lighter in there, like you said, the little fruitiness. I can't really pinpoint exactly what. Little mint, maybe. There's like a little bit of that.
Basil Hayden.
Yeah, kind of like that in there, where it's just kind of mixed in, but really, really nice complex notes. I like that.
A lot going on in there.
The pecan pie thing, I think, is what jumps out to me the most. Not like the spice part of it, but like the caramel and the nutty and like that filling part of it. Yeah.
When's Thanksgiving?
A little buttery.
Is Thanksgiving coming around anytime soon?
No, it's not.
Okay.
We can. Thanks that we were giving this to our palates.
We are Thanksgiving. Yes.
That's as far as I can get it. All right. To the taste.
Yes.
All right.
Untapped went back to the old. If you update the app.
Oh, did they? Did people complain about it or something?
That's what it said. We heard you.
I've tried to turn off getting the update because I don't care about the updates anymore. I've turned off the notifications. Or I wanted I thought I was leaving on the notifications that were just like, hey, if someone follows us, so I can look to, either refollow or make sure or whatever. And I still get like, so-and-so added this. I'm like, I don't care. I'm just going to have to turn them all off, I guess.
I finally figured it out.
I think I have too.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Let's see where this goes.
That's delicious.
Yes.
Very layered.
Yes.
Kind of like a creme brulee.
Oh, it's funny. I went.
That was what I get. Oh, really? Okay. So for me I'll just talk about the end really quick since I mentioned it. So a lot of other dark notes going. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, no, the finish, I was like, ooh. And there was like this little sweet vanilla, creamy, like creme brulee thing on the finish that I really love. Now, what were you going to say?
I was trying to figure out how it finished for me. And for me, it finished almost like orange.
Oh, interesting.
And it almost reminds me of like an old fashioned in that it's got like some cherry and some orange. And I know there's something else in there that it's like,
I definitely
almost
got
like a cocktail.
I definitely got some of that fruit, like more mid palate, like kind of earlier on. And like I said, that pecan, like pie thing was still going on for me. There's like just kind of like a nice, this is going to be very generic, like just a generic, like whiskey note to it as well. Like just that kind of lighter, like fruitier, which kind of ties into what you're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me on the finish, as I like let it sit, like that lingered, which was nice. Like the kind of the like keep tasting it a little bit. For me, it was like a charred creme brulee kind of thing where it was like that crust and just like, that's really just kind of rich and delicious. That's really good. I wish it had a little more body maybe. Again,
that seems to be our big thing.
That is our thing, I guess. Like there's some nice viscosity to it, but I thought it might have a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking it might be a little heavier. Like even when we've had like the double oaked and some of those things that are kind of like rich in that way. Like I thought it might have a little bit more, but overall that's pretty fantastic.
Yeah. To hold up to, if you are actually having a cigar.
Yeah.
More just need something heavier body wise, but.
So that was kind of the finish. What do you think about like the up front? Was it kind of similar, still getting the nuttiness and some other things, or were you getting anything? Or did that fruit really carry the way through?
It really does.
Okay.
And it's weird that we're getting.
I'm getting some of that, but much less of that than you are.
And I'm
for
getting
sure.
much less of what. It's weird. Okay. Yeah. No, there's it's more, for me, it's more of the, a little bit of creaminess, a little bit that nutty, that's early, and then it leads into that more of a fruit, of a fruit finish.
I do get the little bit of a definitely that fruit pop is kind of like in the middle of my palate, but the finish is is nice. Good, nice warming finish as well too.
Yeah.
Like it's not overly spicy. It's not, especially for that proof. Like I said, again, 104, almost 114 proof. It's not like it's like, ooh,
yeah.
It's not like it's super harsh like the next one will have. But
yeah, no,
that one could be a little
that's very nice.
That is quite tasty. And if you want to see any of the other whiskeys, bourbons, anything that we've ever had on the show, not just that kind of stuff, beers, waters, sodas, smoothies, mixed drinks of any kind, go check out our website, AboutBeverages.com, or go to YouTube where you can find all the latest videos. You can hit the subscribe button there and never miss a piece of content, whether it's some of the shorts that we put out or, like I said, again, these full-length podcasts that go up there as well. If you only want audio, Google Podcast, iTunes, and Spotify are some good places. If you have a favorite podcasting app, search for About Beverages. You'll probably find us there, as well as some other things while you're doing that search, correct?
Those four, count them four, pillars of social media, which are now Threads, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, which is still the one that we use most often to keep you up to date with what is going on here at About Beverages. Like earlier this evening when I tweeted we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings. Depending on where you are in the world, the time varies, but for us, it's around 4:30 Pacific at this particular time. 6:30 on the East Coast, 3:30. Well, no.
3:30 Pacific.
3:30 Pacific, 4:30 Mountain.
6:30
that's right.
Eastern.
Yeah, you do the math, but you can find us on most Thursday evenings. So we get together, we hang out, try some beverages, and just have some fun, have some laughs with you and everybody who happens to drop in. Also throughout the week, Andrew will keep you up to date on what he is doing in the gaming world and what he will be playing or what he'll be drinking while he is doing that. So for all the latest at About Beverages, follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
Jav, thank you for allowing us to give it a shot.
And that is a podcast. Nice. That is a podcast. All right, Jav, what are you thinking? What do you taste at? Okay.
So did you see?
I'm going to read through the tasting notes here, which are copious. While Jav's furiously typing. This batch features intense notes on the nose of orange blossom honey, vanilla bean egg custard, chocolate mousse, a fleeting whiff of watermelon Jolly Rancher, and a long note of Italian tiramisu with mascarpone cheese and ground chocolate. Okay, I get some of the chocolate and the vanilla bean stuff's kind of going on there. You got the orange and some of the citrus things. Very interesting fragrance of grilled peaches with muddled mint leaves that begins to develop on the nose and follows to the palate. Once on the palate, slowly evolves into a York peppermint patty. That pushes it a little bit for me.
Well, you said mint.
But not York peppermint, like peppermint patty. That's very strong.
Yeah, that's very strong.
Indian mango lassi?
It's kind of like a kefir type thing.
Oh,
it's a cultured beverage. Yep.
Okay. Sweet sticky toffee pudding and blanched Brazil nuts. Finish offers all the above aromas. So that was just the aroma. Together with a lingering note of pecan praline ice cream. Okay. So that kind of ties into, we're talking like pecan pie and things like that. Yeah, the stickiness of that. Batch truly rocks the rick houses with intensity and broad scope of flavors and aromas.
It's like cool water splashing all over my body.
I do like a York peppermint patty. I actually like York peppermint patties. Do you like a peppermint patty?
Yeah, they're fine. It's not one of my favorites, but I like the Girl Scout Thin Mint.
Oh, Thin Mints are.
Do
you ever put them in the freezer?
Oh, always.
Okay.
Yes.
You ever blend them into a shake?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, like a blizzard. Make your own little Thin Mint blizzard.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll have that.
You do that with a little peppermint schnapps.
Oh, okay.
Chocolate ice cream, peppermint schnapps, and Thin Mint.
Sounds like we've got a podcast.
You need to do that podcast like right the hell now. I'm sad to have to go. There's like one little sip left. Good afternoon, Bevy. Good afternoon, Plague Doc. Good to see you. Good to see you. But Jav, what do you think of this one? When you looked at those tasting notes, were you getting any of those things? And sometimes when you read tasting notes too, they kind of help you solidify things that you already thought. That's why I like to look at them separate, because sometimes you'd be like,
at the end, definitely. If it's something that we're analyzing, I'd rather know.
The sticky toffee pudding stuff, like I think a lot of those things are almost kind of very overlapping. Some of the things they're mentioning. I think the big things that are different are obviously orange blossom honey, vanilla bean egg custard. There's a lot of chocolate things going on. There's some coffee, mint, and then like the sticky toffee pudding. Like all those kind of things are like the major standouts.
I get more, because I'm more whatever fruit things are saying. That's definitely where I'm going. What I picked up on more is the any fruit component.
That's
in
interesting.
there.
That was like you said, it was almost like an old fashioned. Like
I did.
that's
yeah, not
which kind of makes
exactly
sense.
that.
No, but that kind of makes sense though, because you're talking. You could have orange bitters in there. You might have like obviously your aromatic bitters, and then you've just got some sugar in there for sweetness, and then the bourbon kind of taking over. This would probably make a hell of an old fashioned if you were wanting to part with some of this expensive bourbon into that, which I probably wouldn't, but it would probably make an amazing cocktail. There's a guy I also follow on TikTok, and he literally goes into a bar and asks them what their most expensive drink is. Like, because it's usually made with, like, this is made with a Macallan 20 for no damn reason, you know, one of those kind of things. Okay. And then he buys it and tries and, like, tastes it or whatever. I'm like, man, that's...
Wow.
Yeah. He's gone, and some of them have been, like, $200 and $300, like, drinks. Because it's like they are literally getting out of glass. It's like, you're wasting it. I get the nuts chocolate to start, smoke around the outer edge, and fruity notes, then caramel finish. Yeah. No, it's...
So that's more along what you got then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, but he got the fruity notes, the caramel. Yeah, the caramel finish for me is like, it's almost like, again, like it was like I got like this strong vanilla cream, kind of like the creme brulee, like, but with the, be the caramelized sugar and that kind of stuff on there too. I didn't get as much of the, you mentioned smoke though. I didn't get like really,
it was just a little hint in the nose.
Yeah.
It wasn't every time I picked it up. It was just that because we sniff numerous times.
Right.
We obviously cut. You're here with us live on Thursday nights, which you are because you're watching this now. We'll sniff it several times, and it was just on that last one when we were like starting to record again that I was like, wait, I got a little smoke, but
there's like kind of a little like wood char in there,
just a little quickie.
I really get that when.
But that's the cool thing about this is there's so much there, and
no, agreed. Each sniff pour could be very different. I agree. Like even on that last one, I got a little bit more of the fruit because it was kind of like just like literally the last sip. And then every time I sit with it, at the end there, like I got a little more of the oak and the wood, but then it went to me into that like vanilla and the cream. I was like, that's a really nice complex pour. We'll have to be on the lookout
for any Joseph A. Magnus.
Magnum?
PI?
Magnum PI?
Yeah. Joseph A. Magnum PI. I
think maybe you can find the regular. I know Total Wine didn't have this because I remember when Jav was first talking about this, I was looking at it. This is Magnus Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Okay, it's on the corner. They've got it. The straight.
It looks like they have the regular one, but not the cigar blend. That was the difficult one to find. There's a bourbon aged in white oak and finished in also sherry, Pedro Romano sherry, and Kona. Oh wow, that sounds really good too. Just want to apologize if I don't get a lot of new. Don't talk a lot. I got a new PC. I'm setting it up, listening to the stream in the background. Not a problem. Play Doc.
No
appreciate
the
lyric.
for being here. Yeah,
always appreciate the lyric. Regular is a good straight bourbon. It sounds really good too. 2060 San Francisco World Spirits Competition, double gold. Yeah, that one sounds good too. That might be definitely worth getting a shot. Do some gift cards.
Okay.
I was like waiting until after my birthday to seeing where the full array of gift cards like happens, and then it's like
see if it adds up to Whistle
like,
Pig 75 year. Or
exactly. Okay. Yeah. Probably the best I've had in my short bourbon drinking escapade. This is a really good one. This is one of those ones where it's like when you've had something like this on the earlier side, some things could be a little bit of a downturn.
If you start out higher and then you go down.
Yeah, because this one is definitely, this one specifically, like is definitely like, there's a lot of good complex flavors in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in there.
Yeah, that is great.
The tasty. Best in his short. So that must mean the Blanton sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, if I can deduce by what Jav wrote there. No, I'm just kidding. No, then he probably would have had to start with the Blanton.
That was kind of why I asked. In terms of normal bourbon, I got you.
Normal.
Abbey something.
Abbey normal
bourbon. You put an abnormal brain in. That's a good movie. That's.
I was starting to say this when we were off stream, but I had I know. It's like, when you and I were out and we were doing our shopping for the annual viewer appreciation show.
Sure.
I had bought that Tombstone beer done it was called like Plug Ugly. It was done with the firemen or in Tombstone Fire Department.
Yeah.
I had that the other night and I didn't finish it. That may be the first time I ever
didn't finish
did that with a
Tombstone beer?
Tombstone beer.
Wow. What kind of beer was it?
It was it said it was a hazy hot bomb, this, that. I read it later. So that's kind of what made me think of it again, is that we were talking about reading the tasting notes afterward. Usually with stuff with Tombstone, I'm like, oh, hazy, yeah, I'll just grab it. And so that's what I did. And I don't see any dates on their cans, at least on that one I didn't. But I poured it and I was like, it's kind of flat. And I was like, it just not flat flavor wise. There just wasn't a lot there. And I thought, I'm just not liking this. And I poured it out. And then later I read it and I'm like, this juicy hot bomb features peach and blah, 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 haze for days. And I'm like, that's not what I got from that.
Best enjoyed January of 2022.
Well, and maybe it had some age on it, but yeah. And actually I did have a little bit still left after I read that. I'm like, well, I took another sip. I'm like, no.
You're all, oh, there it is.
No, yeah, there it is. Right.
I found it.
I was influenced by the can. No, that was one that, but hey, you can't be 100%. So.
It's very tough. Tombstone is usually right up there.
They
for
usually
sure when
are,
it comes to that. Yeah, it could be out of date. Could be. I mean, and then again, you know how it is in production. Not every package is perfect either. That could have been a bad can or two for other reasons. But no, that is excellent. Yeah, that is definitely a strong start to, like I said, leading into another bourbon too. I just like
our show sponsored by Jav.
That's right. Yeah, brought to you by the letter J.
Yeah,
for Jav. That's my letter J and B for bourbon. Yeah, you definitely like it's left in the glass. You get kind of the oaky like vanilla in there. At least I do.
Oh yeah, no, definitely more of the pecan pie.
Tombstone actually made in Tombstone. It is actually,
and now also in Phoenix.
They're also up in Phoenix as well. They have a actual sit down kind of restaurant. I don't know. Do they brew there as well? Do you know?
They do.
Okay,
the Thomas Road or something like that.
So yeah, they're really good. They make a lot of IPAs,
some great stouts. They do great beer. Yeah, this is
they do great beer in general. They're always doing IPAs though.
It's not going to stop me from getting something from Tombstone. It was just that particular one. I was like, oh, okay.
Their stouts are delicious. They don't make as many of those as often. Those are fantastic. And they do some sours, like some Berliner Weiss and some other different styles. They do some lagers too, but they're mostly known for their hazy IPAs.
Yeah, the Whispers from the Glass are.
Yeah, look them up, Sushi. They definitely have a place more in your neck of the woods. Crazy that Phoenix is up for you. Yeah, that's kind of funny to think about that. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, they do have a place up there. I think it's literally called like Tombstone North or something. Isn't that what they call it? Or Tombstone?
Oh, I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, the aroma on that is definitely more the pie, the creamy, the nut, that's the little traces behind it.
Phoenix Brewery Brew Pub. I'd like to go there.
Yes. I'd actually like to. I wouldn't mind going to Tombstone. I haven't been there in forever. That's right, because for LG, Phoenix is down there.
Oh, that's true. I hadn't even thought about that.
Literally, because LG's at 7,000 feet.
Ooh, they have a Russian Imperial Stout on draft right now, 15.5%.
They call it Black Mariah.
Black Currant Gosa? I went to look up exactly where it is, and we are now in Phoenix, somewhere in Phoenix. Was just curious. I don't drink, just here to support. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah,
I appreciate the support.
But yeah, the tap room there, it actually is like food and everything else too. So if people are in from out of town and they want a beverage and whatever else, you can go to some place like that. But yeah, I've wanted to get up there. Like I always like going to like Gilbert to Arizona Wilderness and places like that.
Yep.
That came up at some point too. Like I remember because they had those duck fat fries.
Duck fat fries?
Yeah, the fries are done in duck fat grease as opposed to like regular like grease.
Hey,
oh god, they're so good.
Did you? I heard that you can get at In-N-Out. You can get your fries extra well done or well done.
That's how I always order it that way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I always order. If I go to In-N-Out Burger, I get everything on the burger, and then I get fries well, animal style.
You get the fries animal style too?
Yeah.
What does that mean actually?
So you get the fries well done, so they're gonna be obviously crispier on that. And then the animal style is like cheese and that Thousand Island dressing with the onion, the grilled onions and all that stuff.
On the fries?
On the fries. So then it makes it almost like a little nacho kind of thing. If I'm gonna get those fries, that's the only way I get them because I think their fries are kind of shit.
Yeah,
I think they're very boring because they're a very fresh cut fry, but they don't taste very good because almost like they're too fresh.
Well done. Yeah, I like that.
Well done helps, and especially with that because you've got all that glapa stuff on there, then it just kind of makes it. Yeah,
sounds delicious.
It's pretty good. If I do something decadent, that's my move. Yeah, sushi. Oh yeah, the duck fat fries. Yeah, so they have them. It's at Arizona Wilderness, which is up by you. Again, another brewery, but I'm sure other places do it. But I'm trying to think. There was somewhere else recently that had that as an option as well. Can't remember if it was a restaurant here in town, but yeah. So instead of getting the fries done in just the usual whatever oil or whatever, it was actually done in duck fat. Oh my God, they were the best fries ever. They were so good. Good evening. Did I miss everything? Crocodile, you didn't. We've got one more beverage this evening. So you missed 2/3, but that's fine. That's fine. You can catch yourself up. Get yourself up right there. That's what we've had so far.
Scroll through chat, see what everybody said.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah, we've got one more bourbon, the highest of the proofs bourbons.
The highest.
The highest.
Bring me a higher proof.
None more higher proof. Never had In-N-Out. I think my closest one is like 1,500 miles away. Oh. It's even if you had one like a lock, like it's fine. Like I think it's another one of those things that's like overhyped a little bit. Like sometimes I'm in the mood for that type of burger, like I said, which is just kind of like it's very oniony. Just kind of.
I do like the onions.
I didn't say I don't. Yeah. Great burgers. Like I said, they're pretty good. Like I said, the fries there. Like I said, if you do them what I said, but yeah, I don't know. If you're ever traveling, Java, if you come out this way, we'll go to an In-N-Out burger, and then you can be like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I had it.
I had it. I did it.
Been there, done that.
Grilled onions for the win. Agreed. Yeah, no, that is definitely the way for sure. But yeah, like I said, I like In-N-Out, but yeah, it was funny. Like it was almost, where was it recently? Was it Idaho or Utah? They got their first one. It was like the 8 hour we were talking about the other week, the 8 hour wait for it or whatever. And I remember when the ones first came here to town, because I was still like I said, when I was working, and it was all of a sudden it was like someone went and did the run so we could all have In-N-Out burger, and they were gone for like an hour and a half or something at least because they were waiting in line. And
yeah, we used to do that. Obviously, California is where they started. We used to every time we would go there, and it was the one time I think we were coming back from the wedding in 1996, Chetnally's wedding, and Dave was driving, and we were like, he was in the far left-hand lane, and we're like, oh, there's the In-N-Out up there. He went all the way over.
Oh, damn.
And he actually got pulled over. I can't remember if we got a ticket or not, but the cop stopped him, and he's like, you know what you did? He's like, yeah, I went over 5 lanes to get off so we could In-N-Out or something like that. But it was funny. He just rolled with it. That stuff doesn't make him stressed out. So.
Oh God, Guardian Down. That is the most disgusting combination.
I don't know what's going on there. Yeah.
In-N-Out has excellent value. It's pretty good compared to other places for sure.
I would agree.
Grilled onions and sliced onions. Why not both? Well, yeah, I'm not going to turn down both. At least he was honest about it. Yeah. I mean, when they see you do something that ridiculous,
it wasn't
there's
like
nothing you can hide from.
To get over. That was funny. Oh, that's not what we said.
Well, sorry, Crocodile Debbie said no more subs. No, I didn't say that at all. It was just for that moment.
For that moment.
Sushi,
because we don't
take
want
us
them
out of context.
We don't want them wasted when we're recording a podcast.
You can do them all the time you want right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're just hanging out here right now.
We'll just wait for you.
Yep.
We'll just finish our drinks. Oh, wait.
Damn, it's empty.
Third time.
Damn it, it's empty. I'll just sit here and wait then. Not moving nothing. They're okay burgers, to be honest. They're not great by any means, and the fries are not good unless you really love sushi. Thank you for the 100 bits.
Yeah.
No more subs, but bits.
Bits.
I'll take those too.
We happy? Yeah, we happy.
I like how Baker used that the other night to help us get Pulp Fiction when we were playing that game.
That's right.
That was good.
Right. The fries are not good unless you really love shoestring fries. That's my opinion, but I rarely go there. Crocodile, I probably like them a little better than that. Like I said, I think it's a flavor. Like I have to be in the
shakes
mood.
Are good.
Have to be in the mood for that flavor. The shakes are good. You can do a Neapolitan shake. I don't know if you've ever done that.
I haven't, but I read that too.
You can do little secret things like that. I think that the food is good. It's what is it? It's not fast food. It's good food served quickly.
So that's not good for anybody.
Yeah.
That's not going to be good for business.
I've been out there in the rain. It's kind of, but yeah,
you would need a piece of broccoli if it was deep fried in chocolate sauce.
Yeah. That's not your order. Yeah, I wouldn't I have to be in the mood for that particular, like I said, that very kind of like I need like looking for that burger, and which I do. I am sometimes, like I said, or doing that fry, like we talked about. Fries well done, animal style. Try it. You'll like it.
The difference is negligible.
The difference is negligible. That's very true. Yeah, Sushi, thank you for the 100 bits. Should we go grab the final beverage of the evening? Should we just roll on down the highway?
Okay. Rock and roll down the highway.
All right. We will be right back. That's some real low-key tunes, but it's what you get when you get lo-fi with the stream beats with Harris Heller.
Lo-fi.
It is what it is. Lo-fi. Watch the police and the tax man miss me because I'm mobile. Oh, that's mobile.
Oh.
Not lo-fi. No. That is all. That is The Who, though. Are you familiar with that song?
I'm not.
Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it. Sushi, thank you for the gifted sub to Crocodile. That is awfully kind. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Where I live, it's a smash burger, Five Guys, In-N-Out, Mickey D's, BK, Jack in the Box, all on one little island. Used to be a military base here, so the fast food places really got a foothold for the soldiers on the base when it was active. That is quite the pentagram of burger joints right there, almost. Yeah. That is kind of crazy. When the streamer's away, the sushi will play. Animal style, like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Baby, you and me ain't nothing but mammals, so let's... Okay.
Do it like they do on the Discovery Channel. Getting ordered now. Restaurant burger like Scalari's runs about $17 for the burger itself. Cooking a lot more at home lately. That is a way to save money. And like you said later on, standalone freezer, pretty key if you want to keep some of your meat costs down. What would you summon if you bought one item from each fast food place? I don't know what would actually summon. If you had all of those together and just... What evil thing if you summon from all those fast food places, just like come to the middle and just be like a curly fried mess of burgers and seasonings and things like that. And it'd all be in taco form because Jack in the Box is there.
Ooh.
Maybe just got a song stuck in my head. Sorry, Plague Doc. I apologize. Oh, I apologize. They just put in a chef store near me, so home cooking had been often. Probably need to get dedicated freezers soon, though. The dedicated freezer is nice, especially if you do Costco trips and stuff. If you have those kind of stores where you can get, they don't sell anything in a smaller amount, so you have to get larger amounts. That's definitely where you can save money, especially Jav. You as a new homeowner. Congratulations too on that as well. Cheers.
Yes.
Oh my God, I almost sniffed.
Oh
no!
Whoa.
Don't sniff.
You lost a drop.
I lost one drop. It's fine.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, I got it right there.
Okay. Oh, now you're tasting it. Premature tasting.
All right, let's record the final podcast of the evening. We've got some Blantons here.
Blantons.
What are you going to call this one?
Well, I was looking at the headline there. There we go. I'm going to call it Blanton's Straight from the Barrel.
There we go.
Bourbon. How about that?
Perfect.
From Joseph Magnum.
From Joseph Magnus.
The Joseph Magnum collection.
From Jav Magnus. That's what we're going to start calling it. Jav Magnus.
Yes. Magnanimous Jav.
Oh, man. That's just silly.
Part 2?
It kind of is part 2 almost, yeah.
The sequel.
Hot Shots Part 2.
Whiskey Gift. The sequel.
Whiskey Gift, the sequel. That's funny.
Bourbon Benevolence.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a good shirt. Did you write that down?
No, I didn't.
You probably should.
Another beverage to have in the company of the giver?
We are having another one of those right now. Another beverage in the company of the giver due that it's been sent to. I don't know.
Just drink it.
Yeah, I almost want to.
Oh, theater's up here.
Was that the Phantom of the Opera?
Yeah. Too much.
I know what you're all thinking. Oh, God. Are these two guys trying Blantons for the first time? The answer is no.
The answer is no.
The answer is no.
No.
Blanton single barrel. We've had that many times.
Many.
It's hard to find now, though, because it definitely has become a little bit more on the scarce side. Overpriced, too. Like, I think it's still a good bourbon. Like, I'm going to be controversial in that way. I think it's still totally solid. Not for the over MSRP price. If you can find it for MSRP, it's totally fine. There's other good things that are equally good to it. But it is definitely still a solid bourbon. But we've got something a little extra today, don't we?
We do have something a little bit extra today.
What do we have?
Today, On About Beverages, we have the Blanton's straight from the barrel bourbon.
We do. Ooh. Barrel proof. 133 billion proof. It's something like that. I can't remember. We don't actually have the bottle here. A wonderful friend of the show and a good friend, Jav, was kind enough to send us a small little handshake of a single barrel proof Blantons. They're all single barrel, but this one's barrel proof. And was kind enough to send us some because he was able to get, he won basically a raffle. And the raffle wasn't that he just got the bottle. He actually had to still buy the bottle.
Yeah,
so
you get the opportunity.
The opportunity to pay the money to buy the bottle. So that still had to happen. But he was kind enough to send us some because there is no way I'd probably ever find this or get my hands on it here in Southern Arizona.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it is like 130 some change proof. Again, straight from the barrel as they call it. I have never had this before. Have had Blantons obviously several times. But I'm pretty excited for this one. We had a pretty strong bourbon last week or tonight, depending on when you're watching this show.
Yeah.
It was 114 proof. It was the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. So this one's kicking it up even a few more notches, I would say.
And we were quite happy with the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend.
We were. So let's see if this one works out to our liking as well. Again, don't actually have the bottle in front of us, so we've already poured what we have. This is what it would look like. We joked about earlier on the podcast that it was like the regular Blanton's box kind of looks like this, and then it usually has some nice scroll work and writing, whereas this one's like, just take your whiskey and get out of here, you filthy drunk. Like it's like a little extra, like, you just wanted the heavy stuff, just get out of here. So, to the aroma?
Absolutely.
Okay. We also, for those of you asking who are watching us live right now, we did switch glasses completely.
Oh, completely.
We didn't even wash.
We didn't want a trace of cigar.
Nope. We didn't want any of that other one in there to influence
Although we
all.
did like that. And in fact, I think we both went back to our glasses numerous times.
We did.
There probably wasn't anything left in those glasses. So we didn't introduce ourselves.
You get a bourbon.
Before.
I know, we kind of didn't.
Okay. That's all right.
You get a bourbon. You get a bourbon. Everyone gets. Why are you spelling it that? Oh, because you're leaving out
your shirt.
It's there.
It is there.
It's there. Guardian Down, buy the merch.
Bourbon.
Buy the shirt, and then you will see that it's there.
It's from New Orleans. It's a Bourbon.
It's a Bourbon. Yeah, there we go. It's from that Bojangles place I've heard so much about. Looks fancy. It is kind of fancy. Like I said, again, this one is, I don't even know how many total bottles of this they put out, but it is, like I said, as weirdly scarce as Blanton's has gotten, just because people are like, that's kind of the known one. Like, people get excited about it. This one's even another level.
And the information on their website is also weirdly scarce.
That too. Yeah, like I said, as even Jab pointed out, it's kind of like they have their little paragraph that's, and they're probably going more for, whereas what we just had, the Joseph Magnus, they're kind of doing different little blends and flavor profiles, like with each batch they do. Buffalo Trace, Blanton's, they're trying to make like they want, they're going to try all their kegs and go like, okay, this one tastes like how we normally have this one taste. And kind of go from there, even for the straight from the barrel one. Straight from the barrel. Yeah, so the original Blantons that when you normally buy it, that one's 93 proof. They have a gold. The gold is 103 proof. I'm seeing that there. And then it jumps up to this one, which is like 133. I think that's what it can say there. I think that's what actually I can even look at. Jav was kind enough to send me a message with the picture of the bottle. If I could have a picture of some Blantons
in a bottle,
the first thing that I like to do. Wait, where is it?
In a bottle.
In a bottle. 132.2.
Whoa.
Warehouse H, which some people care about that stuff too.
Oh yes, the very famous Warehouse H.
It's interesting how detailed people get with their.
I'm good with that.
You ready?
I think so.
Okay.
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 It's a little tricky at first getting past the heat.
Okay.
But because it's prevalent.
Yeah.
But I am again getting like some fruit and some sweet and some maybe like sugar cookie.
Oh,
sugar. It's not like caramely, but like maybe if you put the sugar on the sugar cookie when it was still warm.
So if a spoonful of sugar helps the bourbon go down?
Helps the bourbon go down.
Perfect.
Well, of course it would, but we don't want to do that to this.
No. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of that. I'm getting just classic, like it's caramel. I'm getting some vanilla. I'm getting some wood. I'm also getting some leather in there too, like that kind of like little bit. There's definitely some wood, leather.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, like a little bit of wood, leather, caramel. Maybe even a little butterscotch. That might be the little fruit note I'm getting in there, like that kind of higher sweet note in there. But yeah, just kind of a classic, like maybe amped up little version of from when the last time I had some Blantons, but it smells really good.
Yeah.
The heat is definitely there, but it's less than I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I thought it was going to be even more. But I think probably because it's been open for a little bit, it's traveled some distance.
Great distances to get here.
Yeah, traveled some distances to get here. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'm looking forward to the taste. This has
I
been,
am too.
This is definitely one I've been looking forward to for a while. Can't forget it was from barrel 1660. Excuse me. Barrel 1669, not those sketchy 1668 or 1670. Man, I tell you, those were sketchy. Those were sketchy. There's a lot of heat in there.
That's a lot of heat.
That is a lot of heat.
Yikes.
Wow. Ah, the heat.
I let that mingle on the palate maybe a little too long, but
I did too.
I kind of like it.
That one is, yeah.
I like the battle I'm fighting right now.
It's like a spicy pepper battle you got going on right now.
That's right. The perseverance challenge
Oh,
here.
man. Yeah, that was a little something.
I'm going for more. No,
I mean, because we've enjoyed, like, obviously we've had the Stag Junior, which is also a Buffalo Trace product. That's 132 proof. We love the Frey Ranch. This one, has brought a little bit more to the table. We're going to have to have some more sips here, but this has brought a little something else extra. So touched by the gift there, getting teary-eyed, Jeff. A little bit there. That hit me more than I thought it was going to.
Getting touched.
Ooh.
Ah.
Jav, what are your thoughts on this one as we're trying this? It's the thought of Blanton's actually being this strong is also bringing a tear to my eye.
The Blanton's flex.
Not as strong on the second sip.
No. Ooh. Still strong though. Smooth. Yeah. It's cold outside here, and it's cold for Arizona.
It is. It was
this
in
will
the
keep
50s.
me warm
it was
on
in
my
the
way
50s
home
today. Yeah, as you're driving home.
Yep.
Yeah, it was in the 50s today. I think 56 or something for high. It's cold for us. It was still shorts weather.
Yeah, I wear shorts to work, but when I get home, I like to not wear shorts.
We have
still wear pants, but
yeah, we have our window open a lot at night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right, sir.
Yeah, we have it. We usually have it like open a little bit, and then we've got so then you get in there, and the room's like super nice and cold, and then you put on we got an extra blanket and the covers. That's how you.
That explains
all. Get good sleep.
That explains all the whiskey in the corner. It helps you, gives you the fire from inside.
That's right. I got made fun of for saying it was cold today. I mean, it was like I said for us. Like I said, it was colder for us. Like I said, if you're in the 50s during the day, 33 for me today. Still iced coffee and short season. Guarding down, you're my kind of dude. I like it. Keep my window open still.
Ooh,
LG, that's surprising.
LG's at 7,000 feet. Oh my goodness.
That's mostly just because he needs more oxygen.
Yeah.
there's not a surplus up there.
I need air.
A pretty heavy mix of cream, vanilla, and oak. How's the heat for you? Ooh, actually, I just got something else in the nose. window next to my desk is always open. If we weren't podcasting in here and like recording all the time, like when I'm just usually during the day, like Paco, you know this when I'm playing game, like I usually always have, I have that window open and it usually keeps it pretty nice in here for the most part, even with 2 computers going.
That probably explains it.
I don't know why I'm so cold.
I'm so cold.
There's a small snowdrift in your work area.
It's 50 degrees outside and your window's open. It could be.
Ready? Or do you need another sip and then think about it?
No, the
sip will be the thought?
The sip will be the thought. Ooh,
all right.
The sip will reveal the thought. Like it. Okay.
All the craft of your house single barrel blends. Sing it straight from the barrel blends.
Not a bad order?
Not if you're a party of 75.
Yeah, check.
Got to raise it up a little bit. Walking out the door to go to work in shorts, but yelling at my kids to wear a heavy coat at school is kind of redundant. That was always kind of funny. Like our dad was always kind of the same way. Not that he would yell at us specifically, but yeah, he was always t-shirt and shorts and it was super cold. He'd be like, get a coat on, you're going to get cold. To be fair, my bedroom window in Illinois was always cracked open in the winter too. It's nice. It's just nice. You need that air. Like enjoy it.
Savor it.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, it's a little mellower on the third sip.
Heat still sticks around. They're very spicy on the front of my tongue.
Yep.
I'm getting that. Oak.
Yeah.
Definitely some wood. I'm still getting that kind of butterscotchy thing is kind of going on, like that buttery kind of like fruit, like you were talking fruit earlier in the aroma. I'm still kind of getting that. Good heat going down. Like it feels unfiltered, uncut, like I said, which I think they talked about in their notes as well. So it feels like that, a little harsher, but not in a bad way.
No. Yeah, the first couple of sips, it was a little uneven for me, but now I think my palate has adjusted,
right? And
obviously it's been open for a little bit longer, and yeah, they're a little more cohesive. That the heat is still a strong component, but there's some good stuff going on in there.
Yeah, like I said, there's definitely the wood, vanilla, butterscotch, oak for me. I'm getting a little bit of that leather, to like that kind of like thing. Is I know it's like a weird thing to describe, but like it's like I said, it's that kind of thing is in there too.
Okay.
The body is kind of nice. Like it's a little bit of viscosity on there. Still kind of surprised that it doesn't seem like a little bit more heavy.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a little on the thinner side on that too, compared to some other ones that I've had when they're this high of a proof. But it's good. Like
it's good.
That is definitely good. Like I said, I'm very glad that we finally got to have Blantons at the true proof.
Right from the,
I don't know,
straight from the barrel.
Straight from the barrel, as they say as well, straight from the barrel. And if you want to go straight to the source of all of our content, you can head on over to our website at AboutBeverages.com, or you can go to YouTube, which has all of the latest videos and things like that. You can hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment. I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You'll never miss any moments.
There's a lot of
on
moments
YouTube.
there, for sure.
There are a lot of moments there, for sure. Yeah, hit the subscribe button there. If you only want audio, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Spotify are also super solid options. If you have a favorite podcasting app, search for About Beverages, and we might be there. And if we're not, let us know. We'll try and get there. That's kind of the
we
thing.
want to be there.
We want to be there. And
Yes.
while you're searching for all those places that we are or we aren't, here's some other places that we are too, right?
You'll probably come across the 4 pillars of social media, which for us are now Threads, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, which is still the one that we use most often to keep you up to date on what is going on here at About Beverages. Like earlier this evening when I tweeted that we were about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings around 4:30 Mountain Time, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern. Anywhere else, you can probably figure that out.
Yeah.
But,
work on it.
It's when we get together, we hang out, we try some beverages, we have some fun, and chat with you. Also, throughout the week, Andrew's going to keep you up to date on what he is doing in the gaming world and what he will be drinking while he is doing that. So for all the latest at About Beverages, follow us on Twitter.
And if you have made it this far, I have one last tasting note that I forgot to, or aroma note that I forgot to say.
Say it.
Black tea and honey. Black tea and honey, a little bit is hanging out right there.
Okay.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should continue to give it a shot.
And there you go. That is a podcast. Have to hide the dad bod, but they can't force me to hide my killer calves. Damn right. Keep those calves flying. Sushi, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my God. Still popping up there. Vincent Vega.
Yeah. Vincent.
We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
We happy. Jav, thank you for the 100 bits. Golden Kappa train incoming. What is going on?
What is that?
Vincent.
I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
You have a limited time exclusive Golden Kappa emote for 24 hours. If anybody wants the Golden Kappa emote, you get on the hype train right now. I'm just throwing it out there. If you want it, you can get it right here. So this happens every once in a while randomly in a stream whenever a hype train pops up. Anyone now, if they happen to do a sub, I don't know if 1 bit works. Does it? Guardian down. You're not getting any kind of alert for 1 bit, you son of a bitch. But nice try, though. I hope you get it anyway. If you do that for 24 hours, there's the little, like when people put the little smiley, silly face in chat, they call it the Kappa. It's like the little black and white photo. There's one that's gold, and that one's limited. You can't have it. Okay. So it only pops right now. So if anybody wants it for the next 24 hours, you can hit it up right now. It just happens. It is
for 24 hours.
24 hours, they can use that emote. It will appear.
Oh, they can use it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, they will. They don't have 24 hours to do the thing. They got to get that for 24 hours. 50 bits. That is the minimum. Crocodile found the minimum. 50 bits is the minimum. Crocodile, thank you for the 50.
That's
49.
We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
Nice.
An origin story.
Need to grab a screenshot for blackmail purposes. 27 degrees in Ohio, and the low for me is supposed to be 14. I'll be sleeping in a winter coat with 80 blankets tonight. Yeah, that sounds like appropriate. That sounds appropriate. Doesn't look like you got it for the 1 bit Guardian down. Doesn't look like you got it. I don't know how that works. Crocodile for 50 bits, were you able to get it? I don't know if you have to gift a sub to do that. You shouldn't have to. It should be bits too. But I'm sure you have to do like a minimum of something. Jav, do you have it for your 100 bits? Sushi, did you get yours since you guys were starting the hype train? How did that work? Jav, thank you so much again for both of these. This was awesome.
This
is
very
stuff
awesome.
we will not be able to find. This was excellent. I like this one a lot. I think I like the Stag a little bit more just because that one's a little bit more.
Oh, wait. Did we have Stag tonight?
No.
You mean you're comparing the high proof?
Yeah, because they're high proof and they're also Buffalo Trace. They're both Buffalo Trace products.
I would have just compared the two that we got from Jav, but I see what you're doing.
Yeah. The two from Jav, I like the Joseph Magnus more.
I agree.
Probably get it when it's over. Oh, maybe that's how it works. All right. Well, you'll find out. Everyone's now making sure that they get it.
Sorry, no. Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
We got it back to back. We'll wait. We'll say hi to Bovo. God damn it, Guardian down.
Sorry, no. Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Sushi, thank you for the gifted sub to Plague Doc Gaming. Plague Doc, you've got a gifted sub. I know that won't keep you warm, but it'll maybe keep you a little smile on your face. And Guardian Down, thank you for the gifted sub to Biddies and... I'm sure you're going for titties. Let's go for biddies and titties.
Yeah.
Not TDs.
Not TDs.
I don't think so. We're going to go for biddies and titties. Guardian Down, thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. Tasting them back to back, I definitely go with the Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. I do too. Like I said, I think this one is really good. For me, it's the unique factor of something that has been in a way like a unicorn to me. Something I'm like, man, I've heard of that one. I've never really seen it. I've gotten a few bottles of Blantons here and there when I've been able to find them at MSRP. This one, like I said, not being able to do that. So this, like I said, that's a treat in that way.
Yep.
But if I'm going strictly on flavor profile, the Joseph Magnus, that cigar blend was really good. So it makes me want to try the other one too. Sushi gives sub to spread the love of the community. Guardian now gives subs to make the streamers blush and laugh. I mean, that's pretty much accurate.
Would people want to have us do a origin story?
Oh yeah, sorry, Paco, you asked about that earlier. Do you guys have an origin? We kind of do. Not on YouTube. It's on our website. We've got that thing.
Who are these guys?
Yeah, we could do. So there, it has been on YouTube and somewhere else. They ask us, they're like, you should put up a channel trailer because then people go to your channel. So probably wouldn't be a bad idea to do something at some point where we not necessarily read that verbatim, but just be like, hi, hey, we've got a beverage podcast and I'm just.
Oh gosh.
How does that happen? Oh my.
Hell. Is that for Boomer Esiason?
That's what it is. Guardian down with a gifted sub to Boomer Esiason. Eat my ass, Boomer. Thanks for the gifted sub. If you're here in chat right now, come say hi. We appreciate it.
Level 1 complete.
Level 1 is complete. We're level 2. Who wants the Kappas?
And so this is only good for 24 hours, you're saying?
Yeah, once they finish this, they'll get the people that participate in the sub train, they get the emote. And
so
then
we'll get to see what one looks like tonight then.
Yes, we will get to see one.
Oh, okay, good.
Afternoon, everybody.
Sorry, Norm.
Thirsty guy walks into a bar.
Oh my God. Jab, thank you for the gifted sub to what the fuck are these usernames?
Oh, it's funny. I read that as the Seuss names.
What the fuck are these usernames?
These usernames.
Thank you for the gifted sub. That account must be constantly subbed to so many. We've thought about that before. There's one sub that Guardian, a couple of them that he does that have been like even subbed just to my channel for 8 or 9 months. Like I said, it's kind of funny. I asked because the other day I was telling the woman that cut Craig's hair about your stream and podcast, and she asked how you guys got started, and it got me wondering. Oh, okay. That is interesting.
Yeah,
the short version is obviously Keith and I used to work together for almost 15 years. No. Yes? 14 years?
95 to, it was like 10.
But then what do we include also the other, if we included everything? Does that include the bakery?
No, how long did you work at the bakery?
I guess you and I were only there maybe for like a year. I was there after that. I was there longer after that.
Yeah, but I brought you and I recruited you and Mom pretty quickly.
That's true.
Thereafter.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly. I mean, it was pretty much about as soon as I could, like a little after I could drive, because I was driving down there and doing stuff. Anyway, we worked together for quite some time. And then when that no longer happened, when Keith abandoned me, it took a second. No, like I said, when Keith moved on to greener pastures, we basically, it was over a holiday. We were sitting there and we were just talking, and we were like, we wanted to keep getting together and seeing each other a little more often. And we were like, we always have had these kind of conversations, as silly as it sounds. We do this when we get together, like at our parties and stuff like that.
What are you bringing over?
Within reason. Yeah. What are you bringing over? What are you bringing over? What are you doing all these things? Guardian down.
What's the story, Norm?
Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Guardian down. Thank you for the gifted sub to eat my username. Eat my username. Thank you, Guardian, for the gifted sub. Nice little dig there. He abandoned me. Well, I'm just saying. But no, so we would always do like, we'll get, what are you bringing over? What are you having? And we taste it. Oh, this kind of tastes it. And we would have those conversations. And that was like, well, this would be a podcast and how would we do it and whatever. So literally our very first, like several years, it was just podcasts. We did longer form podcasts. They were always usually multi-featured beverages. It wasn't just one thing. We'd do like maybe one a month total, because we'd get together and record. Yep. There was a lot of editing going on. Nope is an option.
What's the story, Norm?
Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Jab, thank you for the gifted sub to Nope. Appreciate that. That's very funny. So yeah, our first years of podcasting, we were literally using a Rock Band microphone that I would plug into my PC. We hung it from a ceiling fan, and we would both, like, you couldn't see it obviously. Yeah, we would go in and out. Like one of us would talk, then the other one would, and I would go back through and do a heavy amount of editing, and we had those. So that's like our earliest podcast stuff was that. Eventually we got to video probably after like a year or two.
Yeah, it seemed like maybe 2012.
Something like that. Like I said, after a few years, we eventually started doing video because we had a video camera. Like after my like I said, my son had been born, and like I said, we had a nice, I had a decent video camera around. So we're like, oh, we could do this thing and record it that way, and had a decent enough computer to edit that stuff. Yeah, like I said, those were fun. They were like doing the longer form, but then at some point, I think that was where we're like, what if we just want to try this one thing? We should do it. And then that's where the give it a shot thing started. Because we're like, a lot of times we just want to try. Like we still do some of the longer ones every once in a while, but that doesn't happen as often.
Yeah.
Just because it's, especially with content nowadays, like if something's more than 8 to 10 minutes, 12 minutes, like sometimes I think people, like if you look at like watch time on our videos and even other videos, like it goes down quite a bit. So it's hard to do.
Afternoon, everybody.
I love the argument via Twitch names. What is the scratch iron? You wrestle a cat? No, it's from when sometimes I pick up Pippin, when I pick up our dog, because she's gotten so hefty she can't jump up on the bed anymore, so I have to pick her up. So sometimes her nail will get me. Keith and I were fighting right before the show.
Yeah.
Guardian down. Thank you for the gifted sub to Bitch. Say what now?
What now?
Wow, tying into some more Pulp Fiction there almost a little bit. What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what?
I know too. There we go.
What's the story, Norm?
Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Sushi, thank you for the gifted sub to Guardian Down Bad _
We had always talked about having interaction and dialogue with people, even back in just the podcast.
Yes. Yeah. We tried to solicit emails. We tried to do question things. It just never quite worked. We weren't quite popular as easy. Enough.
Well, it wasn't sort of this situation either.
Yeah. I think Sushi just scolded Guardian down. That is a real account. I can't believe that. That has to be one of his alt accounts then. But yeah, that we always wanted to have the interaction, the conversation. So like there were some podcasts at the beginning, we literally did answer an email or two. Some of them were just from our family, like that had questions. Yeah. So we would answer those. You try spritzing him with water when he gets out. He doesn't get crazy. She doesn't get crazy. It's just like when I pick her up, like I said, sometimes her nail has like gotten me. I think that's what that one is. Some of these might be from when I was trimming one of our trees.
That's how good the video quality is. What, 8, 9, 10 years ago?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have seen that.
No, you would have thought I had some rouge or something like that, like some makeup or something.
You can see that. That's another way that we've evolved. You continue to refine the process.
Oh, you meant Guardian Down. Oh, gotcha. I thought you meant Pippin. That's too funny. Golden Kappa.
At least it's not the golden shower train.
Ew. No one would go for that.
Yeah, I hope
They're
not.
Trying to encourage sales. They're not trying to discourage. That would be terrible.
It stays at 0. That's what we'd want.
Took a turn.
I always got Paco there to let us know when things take a turn.
Yeah. No scolding.
It took the investigation in a completely new direction.
Yeah, you might like some of that scolding. Scolding.
I think Baker knows that answer.
Your education together with beverages began in the coffee brewing roasting. Yeah.
I like that. She's like a plant.
That is true. That is where it all started. Was in the
we learned how to at least cup coffee and taste coffee from Denny Willis.
Yeah,
and that we took that
is a different website. Yes,
we took that knowledge of tasting coffee and we thought, well, we can apply this to different beverages. Terminology changes a little bit from beverage to from industry to industry, but overall, the main thing is when you taste something is just to try to compare it to something that's a familiar taste already.
Yeah.
And that way you can describe it and go forward that way. But yes, he taught us quite a bit.
Well, and also a lot of that stuff is interesting too, is being able to get together with people that have different backgrounds and with anything in life, different backgrounds makes for much more interesting conversations and everything else. But even it comes to tasting, because whereas I may say this tastes like whatever, Paco may say like, oh, this is a Corona. No, I won't get into that discussion. But like she'll say that this like something tastes like something else because that's what you're familiar with. Like a lot of times with people we were down with, like it was a lot of farm terminology. It was like straw and hay, which I get some of those things now, but a lot of times it would be different. Yeah. You sure, Paco? You sure? Not the Corona story. No. But yeah, like I said, so a lot of those things would kind of, would be different. And that's what was interesting. Whereas I would say like, oh, this tastes like caramel or whatever. And Keith would be like, well, no, this is more like a Bananas Foster that I had, when I was on a date for the first time with, with my wife or whatever, And it's like, okay, well, I don't have that memory. I don't think so. Like, I don't have that, but it's like you have other ones. So like that stuff is interesting. Don't traumatize Keith. That answers the background I wanted to hear. Yeah, like so there's that's all of that like entire bit of background is that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, it's a fun adventure, and no one is necessarily right or wrong with your own tasting notes because you come with, like I said again, with whatever profiles and flavors and things you're used to. Like obviously when we're talking with Jav tonight, he had this, that, and the other, and then we're saying like, oh, I get some of that, but I also get these things, and it's just
even that for the Joseph Magnus cigar blend.
Well, we had different.
Different. Yeah, we picked up on different things more than
very much so.
Yeah, more than the other.
Sushi, thank you for another 100 bits.
Vincent, we happy? Yeah, we happy.
You received a Golden Kappa emo for 24 hours. Such strong support. Does it actually show it in chat? Can I do it too? Choo choo. Wow, you did get it. There you go. Where is it? What do you have to type for that? Is it literally like Golden Kappa? They can't be. What is it? Oh, is this? Oh, if you hit cap. Oh. Oh, do I have to capitalize it? There you go. Choo choo.
Who is that a picture of?
I forget who the picture actually winds up being. Blanty.
Is that Matt Damon?
Blanty, it's good to see you. Hi.
Blanty.
Good to see you just as we're wrapping things up. But it's wonderful to see you. Hopefully your political things went well tonight. But it is good to see you. Oh man, what an evening! What an evening of amazing things. Great, so you sounded like you already had some ideas for next week.
Well, no, I was
like, easy, big fella.
Well, I just didn't know if we have another wine from the Maule region.
From where?
Remember Maule? We had the Cab, the Grand Reserve of Cab.
Oh, okay.
So we have a Carmenere from that area for this. Give it a shot. I'm Andrew. Oh,
wait a minute.
So we have a Carmenere we could do if you want to try something in fairly close time proximity to that. Also, I have that Moonraker Nitro Stout, which I don't think we've had a Moonraker Stout. We always talk about trying.
We love Moonraker's other stuff. That'd be interesting.
I almost drank it actually, I took it out of the fridge the other day. I started to walk toward the kitchen, and I was like, this will make a good podcast. And I put it back. I put it back. So
can't beat that.
So there are those two things, but then I also know we talked about making the Negroni or whatever with we have that too. Or just trying port. So
yeah, because we've got the port that I bought. We have a mixed drink we can make. You're talking about a port as well, so we've got some things there. So any one of those things may happen next week.
We'll find out.
So if any or all of that interests you, make sure you are following
and let us know
About Beverages. Yeah, like I said,
give us a vote.
Yeah, give us a vote. Give us let us know what you guys think. What you guys be interested in us trying. I know Guardian Down has already voted for us. Going for he sacrificed for the podcast.
I did. I had it in my hand, and I took like 2-3 steps. This will make a good podcast.
No.
Damn it.
I know Guardian Down wants us to try the Cheech and Chong vodka or whatever it is. So that's his vote at some point, I suppose, if we can find that. Maybe he could buy that and do like what Jav did and just send us a little handshake of it. We'll talk about that. Yeah, there we go.
Maybe
make that happen.
Finger. Not even a handshake.
I don't even know if I need 2 ounces of that. Yeah, give me a pinky swear of it. Oh my God. But anyway, we'll be back again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern for some more beverage podcasting fun. I'll be on tomorrow, usual time, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern with some new things. We're going to play a new game tomorrow called the Exit 8. The Exit 8. So come in and check that out.
It's a new Quentin Tarantino movie.
It could be.
Oh, wait.
That's the Hateful Eight.
Oh, that's right. That's not.
Yeah, all of a sudden Samuel L. Jackson's walking down the hall.
Yeah.
Unstable. I think that is a limiter. Is it? Okay, I'm not sure. Guardian Down, I put it in the chat there. ! Vote. Vote on Twitter. Vote on all of our social media things. Go to TikTok. Definitely hit the subscribe buttons. We would greatly appreciate it. Also, since Guardian Down has mentioned it so much earlier, we do have merch shirts such as this. You want a shirt that actually look right there. That actually is a U right there with a bourbon glass.
Yeah, it's a rocks glass in the shape of a U.
Quietly arrested in bourbon barrels.
Not Bourbon.
$300 a bottle, but turns into a bong also? Whew. Ask my sister-in-law if she's interested in that. The bottle is a bong. That's just insane.
Of vodka?
Yeah. Well, once you're done drinking it, then the bottle is a bong in some fashion.
Okay.
I don't know. It is what it is. All right. We're going to go say hi right now to Haji right now, who's playing some Diablo 4. He's grinding some sorcerer things. Let's go say hi to him. He is super nice. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and you'll see him next week.
Thank you, everybody.
That's the date you guys really care about.
Once again, special thanks to Jav for providing the beverages for this evening's fun.
Yes, very much. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Good night.